Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear the words I'm saying? Maybe somebody will come on shortly. Hi Jenny, how are you? Jelly Duck as well, Duchess. How yous all doing? Just come on to get a kind of general chat away. Anybody ask any questions? I was going to be doing a 5k kind of celebration basically to get you to ask questions, anything at all that you want to ask, anybody wants to guest and things like that. I hope you like my new t-shirt. It says, so where do you get your protein from? It's basically showing about the kind of little guy, it's the poking of the vegan lifestyle. Jelly Duck, nice to see you as well. This time around, vegan life. Like I say, anybody, any questions at all, please fire away. That's what I'm on here for. Yeah, I'm doing well, Jelly Duck. I was actually, yesterday I was out at the pig vigil that I was doing for Save Movement Scotland. It was really harrowing to say the least. Yeah, you've probably have seen the video on my channel. I don't know if you've seen it, the screams from the pigs. Basically what they do is they electrocute the pigs and they actually gas them as well, but we don't think they were actually gassing them at this point. But the screams were absolutely harrowing. It was heartbreaking to say the least, and it just makes you wonder, why can people do that all for the sake of a bacon sandwich, you know what I mean? It's absolutely sickening. I'm getting to the point now that I'm hammering home the vegan message to everybody. A lot of people say to me, oh, you're becoming militant and things like that. Somebody actually said to me the other day, you're the perfect balance between militant and namaste. And I think that's the way it's got to become. I've got to keep hammering forward this, but actually the vegan lifestyle is the only way to keep going forward, because the cruelty that happens out there is just absolutely sickening. Thanks very much for inviting your fans, Jelly Duck. Like I say, we're actually going to be doing a lot of more videos with Save Movement Scotland, so we're doing, I think, one next week that's probably going to be in Paisley. It will actually be a cow slaughterhouse, so they managed to actually jump in front of some of the trucks just after I left, and they managed to get into the trucks and obviously calm the animals down and things like that, and it's really, it's disturbing. Like I say, I actually spoke to somebody in the Lidl's that was a worker in Lidl's this morning, and he's actually a farmer, and he's working in the checkouts, and he said to me, he says, oh, how can you be vegan? He says, at the end of the day, pigs and cows and everything, that's all part of the food chain. I was about to lose the place with him, because I just thought, what? I says to him, I says, part of the food chain? I says, what world are you living in? I says, everything that you can get in a standard American diet, you can have in a vegan lifestyle. And he just goes, you know what I mean? He couldn't answer me, because at the end of the day, of course farmers are obviously going to keep promoting this, because it's their agriculture and things like that is giving them an income. And like I say, this is why Parliament and things like that, they back them, because they know that they're bringing in millions a year to the economy and things. It really makes you sick. Duchess is saying, oh Tommy, I know him. Yeah. Julie's saying, it's terrible, I just came in. Was there any protest? Yeah, like I say, we tried to protest yesterday, the piggery and things like that. We actually got our word heard, and like I say, actually, there was a restaurant owner down the road. He basically come up to us and started speaking to us and things like that. And even he was saying that he recognised the cruelty that was going on, and that he knew that. And I don't think he'll ever go vegan, but it's gotten to the point that he's got that connection now. He sees it. And I think for some people, they've actually got to see the cruelty firsthand to get that connection. Jen's saying, I think one tat will have an eye look in their eyes. Yeah. Jenny says, was watching your video, was trying to hold back the tears when I heard the animals screaming. Yeah, it was, I'm still absolutely shaking. Like I say, Lisa that actually runs our charity, she was in absolute tears, because, you know what I mean, they say that they don't feel pain. Well, come on, you know what I mean? If that's not feeling pain, what is? I just can't understand it, that we're living in a world like this where we can let animals suffer pain like that. They can suffer every single thing that we can. They can think for themselves. Actually, as well, they say that pigs are actually the most intelligent animal around, that they're actually more intelligent than dogs and things like that. But like I always say, if you can justify eating pigs, what about your dogs and things like that? You know what I mean? It's kind of tattoo. Yeah, I've got plenty of tattoos here, Jen. I don't know if you can see them. Like I say, I've got my tattoos of my wife. I've obviously got my mum and my grandfather there. This whole island here, this is actually Chinese scriptures and things like that. That's my Chinese scripture for Capricorn. I'll maybe put the light around here and you maybe see it a bit better. Yeah, that's the Chinese scripture. I've actually got Chinese masks. I've got the big Chinese tiger at the top. This one's actually my dog, Sandy, who passed away when he was 22. And I've obviously got the Chinese mask, the dragon and things like that. Got quite a lot. And obviously my scriptures from the Bible. I've actually got Jesus Christ here. This one's in memory of my mum and right there as well. So yeah, it's like Jen says, they're disconnected, definitely. I really don't understand why they can't make the connection. Like I say, I can understand obviously people that's get health issues and things like that and they can't go vegan, that's totally acceptable, but like I say, when you're in health and your well-being, why can you not make that connection? Like I say, it's just the kind of world we're brought up in, unfortunately. Yeah, Duchess, I've got a lot of tattoos. Like I say, I've even got tattoos in my back. I've got a big scripture in my back that says that if I walk through the shadow of the valley of death, I shall fear no evil. And it's got a big cross and things. And I've obviously got the ones in my legs you may see here. I've got that one in my legs. That's a big, if you can see it properly, I know. It's a big part of it's like a David Beckham. It's basically kind of to keep you safe and things, a guardian angel tattoo. Julia Shakespeare says, I have a question. How did you get started with the activism? Yeah, well, I got started with activism. Like I say, it's something that I'd wanted to do for quite a while. And I was helping out with the Onekind animal charity in Scotland. And I was at the Veg Fest last week, and Save Movement Scotland were there. I got speaking away to them, and basically they asked me would I be interested in helping with activism for them. And I get into it that way, so it's a great movement. Like I say, we do vigils every single week. We go out to different things like piggeries and other like cow slaughterhouses and things like that, and we basically get speaking away to the public, and hopefully we can actually stop some of the trucks coming in and trying to kind of make a peaceful vigil. But it is about making it peaceful. Like I say, you don't want to cause trouble. It's about doing it in a peaceful manner, and that's what our vigil's all about. It's about educating people on the vegan lifestyle, educating them about the cruelty that's going on, and basically speaking to people that walk past, holding up our banners and showing them the cruelty that goes on, and kind of speaking to the public and things that they're educated as well. Jen saying, I would guess it, but always do not want to take away from others. Anybody can guess. Like I say, anybody wants to jump in and guess, they're more than welcome. That's what I'm here for. Like I say as well, obviously what I want to touch upon, I got the food yoga book, which is part of our FFL Global book, which we're actually raising for charity at the moment. I think we're actually at $1,338. So it's running through to the 12th of January, sorry. So it's fflglobalchuffed.org, 24 hour. And like I say, for $10 a month feeds a child for a whole month. But this book basically goes into the kind of things like what is the vegan solution and things like that. And obviously talking about the kind of how much water should you drink, and basically making the spiritual connection between body, mind and soul and things like that. It's absolutely great. It's talking about how a dog achieved liberation and things, going beyond diet as well. So as you can see that, it's an absolutely great book. You can actually pick this up on the Food for Life Global website. I think it's $8 you can get the Kindle edition, so that'd be great if you want to go and get a copy of that. It's amazing, like I say. #vegan, thanks very much for the likes. Trying to find something here, guys. Wait, hang on. Actually, as well, what I was wanting to say about is the Happy New Year. It's at the Admiral Bar, Waterloo Street, Glasgow. That's actually part of the Save Movement Scotland, who I was doing the pig vigil with yesterday. They're doing we're doing a New Year celebration. Basically, it's going to be DJ, buffet, raffle. It's on from the 30th of December, 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. and it's supporting Save Movement Scotland, like I say, who's the movement that I'm with, and the Earthlings experience, which is basically the VR headsets where they basically show you the Earthlings in the VR headset. Really, really amazing. I think this is a great way, obviously, to educate people about the vegan lifestyle, because you're basically seeing it firsthand. And obviously Go Vegan Scotland, who I'm going to be doing a lot of things with as well. And all the proceeds are going to a special, to bring over James Aspey next year to do a special speech and things, and that's going to be amazing. So I'll be at that, and I'll see James Aspey and get a lot of interviews with that as well. Julia's asking, nice, do you do yoga, Tommy? I picked it up 2 years ago and probably is the best health decision I've made. Yeah, Julia, I do a bit of yoga. I do like kind of yoga at night, and obviously in the morning, kind of doing things like relaxation and meditation and things. But I would really like to do a lot more yoga. And actually, we do the Food for Life Global. This is what this is all about. Obviously, the food yoga, like I say, it's basically about the ahimsa, which is obviously non-violence, connecting your body, spirit, and mind as well, which is all part of that. So I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more yoga. Definitely, because I feel like an awful lot of health benefits, especially people in eating disorder recovery. It's been really known to do a lot of good. Yeah, Julia, there is an awful lot of activism going on at the moment. Like I say, Glasgow and Edinburgh and things like that. The vegan lifestyle has absolutely clicked. You're seeing restaurants and cafes popping up all over the place, which is absolutely amazing to see, because it basically shows that there is a connection happening. They actually say that there's about roughly 2% of the UK that's actually vegan, which seems really, really small, but I think it is making a big headway. Hannah F says, wish I could do yoga. I get far too bored too quickly though. Yeah, like I say, I think it's something that you've just got to persevere with. A lot of people get put off with it. They think that it's kind of because of that, like the kind of meditation side of things, and it's kind of to actually stay in that kind of zone and things like that. But as the more you do it, the more you'll get into it. So just keep persevering with it. Like I say, there's a lot of good videos you can get on YouTube that's about it as well. You get many videos that you can basically do in the comfort of your own home. So it's great. You could definitely do that. Jean A is saying, did you feel that you got through to some people at the protest? Yeah, definitely, Jean A. We definitely did get through to a lot of people. Like I say, there was even some of the actual manager of the slaughterhouse as well. He came out to us, and which was absolutely amazing. He actually said, it's great work that you are doing, guys. I'm the manager in here, but even I don't agree with it. Just keep doing your protest, he says. Keep hammering home that message. So there you go. This was a guy that was actually the manager of the slaughterhouse, but he'd actually had to do this job basically to make himself a living, which, there you go. I mean, it just shows you. Jenny's saying, I love doing yoga, it's me with anxiety. Yeah, definitely. Like I say, it's got many health benefits for anxiety, helping depression. Like I say, there's actually a lot of people that actually use it for their eating disorder recovery, and it's part of obviously something they do in eating disorder recovery as well, especially in your group sessions where you're in the hospital and things like that. They use that quite a lot. Hannah F says, that's what I thought too, that I would get bored, but you give it another chance. It depends on what kind of yoga you do. Yeah, like I say, there's many different kinds of yoga. Duchess is saying, I'd love to stream with you this weekend. I'm working the entire weekend. I trust two yokes. You and yeah, like I say, John's amazing. Like I say, Turbo Tommy as he calls me. Anytime you want to guest at all, Duchess, just let me know. I would love to guest you. I would love to get you on. Jean's saying as well, the manager's reaction shows really what is in the people's hearts. Yeah, like I say, that exactly shows it, Jean. Like I say, it's just about kind of hammering home one message. Yeah, Jen, if you want to jump in the guest queue, definitely jump in. I'm having trouble seeing all my chat here as well. I keep having to scroll down and things. Yeah, I'll guest you, Jen, if you want to jump on, definitely I'll guest you. So I'm guessing Jen if it connects properly.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Morning, everyone.
How you doing?
I wasn't ready for guesting, so I have my flannel on and hot mess. I love that you're doing these protests, Tommy. That's awesome. I wish I could do something like that. I don't know if I could, though.
Yeah, like I say, we've just got to keep putting out that message and things like that, because it's the cruelty that goes on is just terrible. And if you listening to these screams yesterday, that really hams it forward.
Exactly.
The book for the yoga. Need to try and find it. w.ffl global. I'll just try and put it in here, Julia.
Do you know how they're doing on the charity for Food for Life?
We're doing I think it's $1,338 at the moment. So there's still quite a long way to go yet, but
we'll get there.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I said we'll get there. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Is that good? Hold on one second. How's that? Can you hear me? No? No? Okay. Drop out.